Nice to have you company after all, Kira. Did work let you off? Let's see. I'm gonna voice. Yep, I have to get back there in a bit. I managed to get a bit of break to drive down. So, let's be a sow then. My smile gets lit in my direction, so I nod politely in return. Considering she just jumped straight to using my first name, especially more informal than her performance would suggest. I assure you is who I am. That must mean you'll talk to me about with her. I wonder what she said. Sorry to introduce you, so this is Akira Sato, my eldest sister. I see. Nice to meet you. There's a question, loudly claps her hands together, making Hanako jump a little. Akira notices and looks at me for a fraction of a second for getting back into her stride. Well, I now realize that Akira hasn't paid Hanako's scars any undue attention. Now also seems to be quite comfortable, if not exactly relaxed around Akira. Well then, I assume the presents got through? No point in waiting. Considering Asao and the birthday girl look they're pretty eager. The girl was awkwardly turned away, a little embarrassed by the fact that I couldn't hide my interest. Hanako's eyes were telling me that she wants to try the wine together with me, though, so I still have look at badly feigned indifference. Akira manages to uncork the first bottle with small effort, and Hanako goes get some glasses where I get to pour the four of them full of white wine. I heard somewhere that white wine is less alcohol than red wine, so I think it'll be best to start with. Here's for Hanako and Lily's trip. Cheers! 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 The electrician raises the glass. Phil takes sips from the pale yellow liquid. None like the stuff I had my parents, and the fruitiness of the flavor almost entirely hiding the taste of alcohol. Maybe it's what proper wine is supposed to taste like. Then again, it's possible that Akira just chose a wine that would be suited to our taste, since none of us are used to alcohol yet. Or at least, I hope none of us are. It isn't too bad. I'm expecting something harsher. Yeah, like it, I would bring the few varieties you get chosen from. It's not like you know yourself when it comes to wines. Only a bit. More of your kind of person. I have drink inside down pat, though. Here points to a beautiful her glass to bring it to her lips and flicking her head back. Hanako and I suddenly watch as the glass wolf disappears down Kira's throat. I can't decide whether to be impressed or put off, but I certainly don't have any urge to imitate the act. Liquor is slightly at her sister's post. I note that she's sipping her glass as she does so, though. Anyway, now that Kira's gifts have been opened and sampled, shall we move on to ours? Gifts? That's right, we get your presents. It's your birthday, after all. This is for me. They pull out the carefully wrapped doll from under the table and passes it to Hanako. They handles the present of her glassware, carefully turning over to remove the tape that binds the wrapping. Eventually the tape falls from the doll, revealing the emerald green of the doll's dress. It's beautiful. Not sure what I was packing from Hanako. The near lack of total dolls in her room making me think she didn't care about them. But the look in her eyes now is something different. There's a doll around with the same delicacy as before the wrapping, that she was expecting to fall apart in her hands. I'm glad you like it. I thought I picked it out, to be honest. Hanako suddenly remembers that she's not alone in the room and shifts her focus from the doll. Yes, I'd like it. Thank you, Billy and Sal. Actually, I got you something else. Here's my vacuum move the rapper's chest set. Here, happy birthday. I'll go carefully Lily's doll next to her and opens the present with the same care that she showed to Lily's. For long, I check it towards the chessboard invisible, and Hanako gently runs her fingers across the carved surfaces. Oh! That's what actually triggers the catch the lid, starting herself in the process. She opens it and sees one of the gray pieces. She is harder than the chess piece she was in the doll before. They're coral. Natural coral, undyed, or so I'm told. Thank you, Asao. No problem. It's your birthday, after all. That's right. My birthday. Once again, Hako's dragon sees a little off, but she carefully closes the boarded lid. Notice Kira's smile again to look very strained. I wonder if she knows anything about what happened in class, given that she seems to be treading on eggshells about Hanako. I'll have to play you again sometime. I'll make sure to play you first. She takes the doll to your seat familiarly and holds it to her chest together with a small chessboard, putting the piece on top. Lexi is still down somewhat, and we sit in silence for a little while. I think it's one of the few times I've seen her genuinely happy, clinging the friendship of two people to her chest as tightly as she can. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Wasao. Rex is thanking us. Lily drops the chess piece and fumbles a bit in her rush to receive it. Once she finds it, Lily puts the chess set down and nervously gulps at her wine. It is the real world which suddenly rises back to her consciousness, and her best escape was in a glass. Hey, easy there. You shouldn't drink it that fast. It's a party, Isao. Despite saying this, her slight concern judged her voice. Honestly, and questioning, Lily proceeds to follow Hanako's lead, although not as eagerly. She's taking small sips from her glass and letting the weight settle in her tongue for swallowing. I decided that's probably the best approach, and do the same myself. It's kind of a going away party for you as well. I hope your trip is at least. I hope you enjoy your trip at least a little, Lily. Hopefully your aunt will be okay. I hope your aunt is okay too, Lily. Lily and I are slightly taken back by Hanako's furtive wish really well, despite her own familiar situation. I'm a little impressed. My, thank you both. I'll be sure to convey your thoughts to my family when I meet them. I'll be fine in the end, Lily. Don't worry about it. The room has come noticeably more sullen, and I decided to move things along. Well then, shall we start on the cake? She ended the session of the intended effect, lighting her end up considerably. Yes, please. Cake? I didn't know there was any cake. Picked one up before I came along, along with some snacks. Well then, Asao, at least when I remembered to bring one. No one seems to welcome the distraction, so I received the cake from my bag and started cutting it up. Mixing wine and chocolate cake isn't something I thought would work well, but none of us seemed to mind. Conversation is similarly spent as we start to eat. I was aware of this idea. After Hanako's panic attack, I expected the worst from tonight. But I think Lily's idea of giving her good memories of her birthday is working. That, and also having a start with a going away party. Hanako drags to her guest, so she's really appreciative. Hanako tries to force have another glass of wine, but ends up spilling some on the table. She's alcoholic by now, so considering she's never had alcohol before, it's no wonder she's feeling a bit lightheaded. Sorry, Lily, I didn't mean to make a mess. Don't worry, I got it. Maybe decided and gently takes Twase Hanako in her arms, giving me a pause. It's okay, Hanako, I'm just happy you're here. There's a nod in response. It's fitting, I suppose, that Lily would be one to comfort her like this. I know Hanako would be like it if she hadn't. Thank you, and like to makes you appreciate the fact that I'm privy to such an infant moment. You can't help but smile at the fact. Never would have thought I managed to find new friends so quickly, and I'm all the more thankful that of all people, these are the two I befriended. They slowly break out from one another, Hanako grinning herself somewhat while I really get myself back on task. I find a towel among Lily's he set and begin mopping up the spillage. Time I finish, Hanako and Lily manage to uncork another bottle of topped out their glasses. Looks like you're enjoying the wine then. Don't go too crazy with it after this, mind. We dutifully agree and we dutifully nod and agree, but her mind feels a bit silly given that she's the one inspiring the energies of people with alcohol. The second glass of wine goes down a lot quicker than the first, and before any of us notice, the second bottle is empty. While Kira is helping him to finish off, Hanako looks almost equaling the amount she's had. She does feel a little bit light, but I think I managed to gauge my own tolerance surprisingly well. Hanako smiles lazily, toying with her doll's hair. I think it's a pretty safe bet that she hasn't moderated herself as well as I. I think it was Hanako's intention to get this drunk, but it seems that Dago hit it all at once. It's a very light frame with something that wouldn't help her handle her booze well either. Lily raises her glass, running her finger around the rim. Her cheeks are rosy, but she's managing to avoid looking woefully drunk. Kira is, as I somewhat expected, largely unaffected. She's trying to be more than before, though, maybe. Never suddenly hiccups and accidentally knocks over the doll.